the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam told Mu'adh ibn Jabal, you are going to a people of the book. Yani they have knowledge, they have shubuhat. So what is the first thing you start with? فَلْيَكُنْ, let it be. أَوَّلَ, the first thing. مَا تَدْعُوهُمْ إِلَيْهِ, that you call them towards. شَهَادَةُ أَنْ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ, the shahada that there is no deity worthy of worship except Allah. Allahu Akbar. And the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam could have told him, look what they have from shubuhat. Answer their shubuhat. La. Call them to the haqq instantly, ya ikhwa. And wallahi, ya ikhwa, this is the most beneficial way. I have had arguments with some people. They say, no, when you first start with people, don't speak to them with the Quran and the Sunnah. يعني, when do we make da'wah with them, ya ikhwa? La, look, يعني, they have speak to them logically. Start with, subhanallah, the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not do this, and he did not command this. No philosophy, no shubuhat, none of this. Start truth, tawheed, the first thing. This is a command by the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Therefore, ya ikhwa, especially for our brothers and sisters that are living in the West, that they have yani, we have shubuhat here that are enormous, yani the amount, and you have doubles. Allah al-musta'an. Only Allah knows best how many folds and doubles of the shubuhat that you have in such societies. And what I always have recommended, and I still recommend, and inshallah azza, this is the true way, this is the correct way. Don't let it be that the first thing that you start with is shubuhat. What do you have of shubuhat? Somebody comes to you and he starts, and if you're talking to atheists, for example, as it is on the rise in the West, agnosticism, a certain type of religion, the first thing they will talk to you, ya ikhwa, they will talk about is things that are right and wrong in Islam. Have you experienced this? A Christian comes to you, an atheist, says, "La, but your religion is wrong. Because in Islam, the punishment for so and so is harsh. In Islam, you have to be veiled. In Islam, you don't drink. In Islam," instantly they start and they give you shubuhat and start judging. They say, this is right and this is wrong. And you are wrong. This is such a false criteria. First of all, barakallahu fikum, first of all, anything that is the truth, it is for us to follow, not to legislate ourselves. If we were right, we would have united. All human beings would have united upon one right and one wrong, right? We have every single human being in any time or place, they say, look, what is right and what is wrong is wrong. So this is right, this is wrong, and everyone will agree. But that's not the case. You barely have two people agreeing on things. I remember I was speaking to an atheist once, and he came up with the argument that whatever society finds, the society you live in, finds that this is right, and this is what is right, and this is what is wrong, and you follow, that's it. And I was living in Germany at the time. So I told him, he was American from the US. I said, so you have no right to denounce Hitler. He said, he started replying to that harshly, that la, he's a criminal, he's this and that. I said, but look, at that time, a lot of people agreed with him. Actually, they had a whole national movement, the Nazis and this one. They had a national movement. That group of people, they thought this is right, and they fought for it. So according to your logic, what the Nazis at that time, that society at that time, they agreed upon this. They found it to be okay, and they put rules and so there's no harm in that. So the massacres that they put out, the killings that they put out, this is right. You cannot come and say this is wrong. He said, la, you know what? I'm going to change my stand. The moral of the story, the person himself could not even agree on his own idea. He could not agree. And you want to have millions of people agreeing? You understand? Barakallahu fikum. So you cannot come and start judging. A person comes and starts judging as if he knows what is right and what is wrong from the beginning. And now everybody has to follow the logic of this person. You understand the point that I'm getting across? You think this is right, but your brother, for example, or your sister will think what you're saying is wrong, and you're both atheists. You don't know what is right and wrong. Don't come to me as a judge. Don't come as a judge. Your job as any human being is to find out the truth, not to put it, not to legislate it. You did not create the universe. You're someone that wants to know what is right and wrong in order to follow it. This is the criteria. In order to enter into paradise or you will enter into the hellfire. Your job is to search for the truth. Your job is not to come and tell us what is right and what is wrong, because you are not even capable of telling us what is right and what is wrong. Therefore, when you look at different countries in the world, you will see the ages for marriage are different. In some countries there are 18, some countries 21, some countries 16, some countries 15. Some states are even different, some cities are different, and so on. Some of the brothers, they say that in some states, cities or so on, 13 is the age for marriage. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. I do not know. But in some countries there's 16, some countries 18, some countries 20, 21, and so on. So you're not agreeing which one is right, which one is wrong. In certain countries, so and so is considered as bad, and in another country it's not, and so on and so on. So as a human being, you do not come and tell me this is right and this is wrong. No, we are looking for what is right and what is wrong. So don't come judging as if you know what is right and what is wrong. I'll give you an example. In some countries, prostitution is allowed, legal. In some countries, prostitution is illegal. Punished by the law. So this person that is coming to me, and this happened to me, by the way, once, and I told him exactly, I told them this exact example, and they held this, they didn't like this. But I said, your society allows it. They did not like prostitution, but your society allowed it. So there are people that are all right with that. You cannot come and say this is wrong. Right? So I hope that you understand the point. One person comes and says, there's no problem with prostitution. It's the oldest one of the oldest jobs, and it is legislated and this and that, and it is allowed. There's no problem in it. Another person, both of them could be atheists. He says that prostitution is a bad thing. For example, this is what he holds. So you're not going to come and set forth for me divine law, the goal, the purpose of life, based on this logic of yours. So what you need to be doing, and be strong like this, don't give them room for them to just put shubhat. Say, no, I disregard all of your shubhat. You consider all of these things to be wrong? No. You look at the religion itself, and you see if the religion is the truth, and then you follow. And then you see what is right and what is wrong, that is set forth by your creator. You're not our creator to tell us that this is right and this is wrong. I can very much disagree with you, and I could have a better logic than yours, a better reason than yours. And I could be right and you're wrong. You're not the creator. So when you look at a religion, you have to look at it from the perspective of a creator, setting out right from wrong, purpose of life. So now look at Islam. What does Islam promote? You give them every good thing about Islam. And Islam is all good. And you talk to them in that which their minds understand, as Ali ibn Abi Talib said, أتحبون أن يكذب الله ورسوله in Sahih al-Bukhari, or I think in the Mu'allaqat of al-Bukhari, and it is Sahih, that حدثوا الناس بما يعرفون. Ali ibn Abi Talib said, رضي الله عنه وارضاه, talk to people in terms of what they know, what they do not hold in disdain. Ya akhwa, do you want that Allah and His Messenger to be disbelieved in? So there are some people, for example, they are making da'wah. Ya akhi, the first thing, come with tawheed. Show them the miracles of Islam. The miracles they can see with their two eyes, like the ones I have shared with you more than once. That, for example, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَرَفَعْنَا لَكَ ذِكْرَكَ, and we have made your remembrance high. It's a done deal, ya akhwa. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said it. And it's in the Quran 1,400 years ago. And now from the far east to the far west, the adhan, Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. 2 billion people on the face of the earth, you say Muhammad, they say Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The most name that human beings take on the face of the earth is Muhammad. Number one, the most common name. His remembrance is held high. Muhammad salawatu rabbi wa salamu alayhi. It's said in the Quran. You go, how did he know? Come, you tell me, choose whatever name. William is going to be the highest name. It's never going to happen throughout 1,400 years. And after 1,400 years, we still see it. It's not going to happen. And so on. You bring him. طيب. For example, حفاة العراة العالة رعاء الشاء يتطاولون في البنيان. The hadith of Jibreel. And I have spoken about this multiple times. This is how you make da'wah. And then, some brothers, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward them, they say, we don't want to trick anybody. We don't want to be apologetic. You want to be, no, this is not being apologetic. This is wisdom. You're being unwise. The first thing they start with, shubuhat. And things that this person, if he hears, he's going to instantly be run away. He's brainwashed. You bring someone who drinks alcohol, who fornicates, who takes riba, who does this, who does that, and then all of a sudden you're talking to him about things that he holds to be what? That he holds to be absolutely wrong. He's been born with being taught that this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. La. You come and instantly start to come, this is the truth, and if I'm not apologetic, and if you do not follow, that la. It's not with harshness and with fighting. Ya akhi, let me give you an example. Someone loves music, or he is a musician, wants to enter Islam. Don't start instantly, tara, music is haram, and it is a major sin. And ya akhi, start with Tawheed. Let him accept Islam, let him taste Islam, and bit by bit, inshallah azza wa jal, he's going to leave everything. Someone who drinks salat, drinking is haram. Yes, drinking is haram, is forbidden in Islam. Bit by bit, ya akhi, bit by bit. Let him enter Islam first. And let him taste the beauty of Islam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make it easy for him, inshallah. He goes for Hajj, he fasts in Ramadan, and he quits altogether. You understand? Barakallahu feekum. But if you instantly start hitting him with, you have to get, you have to get circumcised, you're scaring him off now. Bit by bit, ya akhi, bit by bit. Slowly. I remember, some people, we see some figures, they enter into Islam, and when we look at the comment section, even if he's been a year into Islam, people are fighting them, cussing them. Why, ya akhi, be inviting, not repulsive. He entered Islam a year ago. He's still a baby. Give them solutions, give them ways. Don't be just cussing them. And you understand? This is da'wah, ya akhwa. Da'wah needs patience. So we don't start with shubuhat. And this is why you tell him, don't come and judge me and say this is right and wrong. First of all, is this the truth or not? I'm showing you miracles. I'm showing you what it calls for. If this is the truth, then you are not the one who decides what is right and wrong. You're the one who follows, because the one who decides what is right and wrong is the creator of the heavens and the earth. Don't leave room for them to come and start judging you, and you are apologizing now. Yeah, but in Islam, it's la. He comes shubuhat, this is wrong. In Islam, polygyny, or in Islam, you have to cover. You say, don't tell me right and wrong. Come, let's look at the message of Islam. Come, let me show you that it is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, from your creator. After you see all of that, we see if he's looking for the truth. Now he comes and says right and wrong. You say, la ya akhi, there's no room for you to be judging now right and wrong. This is the one who created humanity. And then we can maybe show him. We say, look ya akhi, you're saying covering up, it's hard for you to accept. After he knows Tawheed and sees miracles, and we see him actively seeking the truth. We say, what is the outcome of your system? What is the outcome? Prostitution, legalizing it, people dying because of that. Sex trade, right? Workers illegally brought this and that. You're showing him the harmful effects. Affairs, and you can bring him even some statistics of affairs, having affairs, and so on, and the tafakkuk, and the dismantling of the family. And then look at the opposite of that, starting a family and having your rights preserved, and getting married at an early age, and all of that. You start showing him. You say, what is the outcome? Look at countries such as Kuwait, for example. There's no prostitution. There's no diseases that are being spread because of that. No drug abuse, no this, no that, no. You start giving it, look, subhanallah. So he starts seeing now. He starts seeing, barakallahu fikum. like this. Like this. It's steps. نعم. طيب.